listen, being into, I say, to admit that you're influenced by a newer artist or different artist, there's nothing wrong with that. And that music doesn't belong to any one particular person. It's a form of expression that we are given the ability to use to express our feelings and to feed off of each other. So I've tried to always grow musically and to keep up with you know, whatever the latest whatever was, but to, even though keeping up with it, keep in that musical expression whatever I felt or wherever I was coming from.
Your lyrics are always upbeat and positive. Is that part of the reason for your longevity, do you think?
We have given in a lot of our songs, such as "Living for the City" or "Visions," "Pastime Paradise." We look at a constructive criticism, and we look at the negative, but hoping, in looking at the negative, that from it will be, for all people, a positive.
Oh yeah.
You know, so we do have a lyric that may be negative, but it is negative, constructive criticism that hopefully will bring about
Positive result.
the positive result.
Let's take a specific tune. "You Are the Sunshine of My Life." Now, how did that melody come to you? You remember?
I came up with, first of all, just the "You are and I didn't have any more than that. And for a long time I had a cassette with just that on it.
Is that how you write? You put it on cassette when something comes to you?
Yeah. And then we'll fill in with whatever lyric we can come up with later.
Yeah.
Now, the actual writing of the rest of "You Are the Sunshine of My Life" only took, I think, I guess about 20 or 30 minutes, the middle part of it. But it was like spontaneous. It was like when I did come up with it, it's when it happened. And that is somewhat why it took me maybe the 2 years, as it was publicized, to do Songs in the Key of Life.
Here's your harmonica. Would you play a little something, Steve?
The blues in the nighttime. The blues in the morning. This is funny because this is the first kind of harmonica that I played.
Is that your very first?
Yeah, the first kind of harmonica.
How'd you get it? Who gave it to you?
A man that we knew of the family as Loud used to carry it around and play it. And he said, "You know, someday, boy, you're going to be like Ray Charles. You're going to be another." He used to always say that to me. "You know, boy, someday you're going to be another Ray Charles." And I said, "Not me, you know." And I was given my first chance to, I guess, express a form of talent through going to or being invited to a picnic that he had. And they had a band, and the drummer of the band set me on his knee or wherever, and I, you know, gave him, you know, the drumsticks, and he held in my hand, and I was able to beat the drums and do the whole thing, and it felt really good. And that was the beginning, at least. I remember back then they gave me like money, and they gave me quarters. Now then, to give me $1 or to give me a quarter, the quarter meant far more to me than the dollar.
Sure, that's right.
Because I could hear a quarter knocking in that thing. I said, "Get down, I got me another quarter." But
let's say Stevie Wonder's sitting at home in his own living room with the harmonica, just feeling a mood. What would come out of that? Can you play a little "I Wish" on that? I got to tell you, that tears me up.
You like "I Wish," huh?
Tears me up.
Let me see if I can do it in this harmonica.
We'll find out how Stevie Wonder relaxes, and I'm going to join him, and that'll take place right after this. You aren't going to want to miss that. A lot of people have interviewed Stevie Wonder before, but very few people have taken a bath with him. I'm enjoying it.
You know what, Mike? I never thought we'd be playing toesies.
It's nice, though, isn't it? How hot do they keep this water?
I guess it's about 100.
Over 100, probably.
I think so.
Yeah, a little past body temperature. Why do you find this relaxing,
Feel that body
Stevie?
heat.
Yeah. Go, man. Does that inspire a song?
If anybody's going to sing today, it will be you.
You're not going to sing? You're not in the mood for it today?
Sit here and put this harmonica up, too.
There's not a time when you don't feel music in you. True?
No, there really isn't. Even when we spend our time here, just sitting around doing what we got to do to relax. At any space and time, I do make sure that I keep my cassette because I may come up with a melody. So we just turn around and put the cassette on.
And you sing the melody in the cassette?
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
Have to do that.
Hey, I once asked the late Johnny Mercer his most satisfying moment. He wrote so many songs, you know. And he said something to me. He said one time he passed a guy on the street, and the guy didn't know who he was. And he would happen to be whistling one of his songs. And he found that very exciting to hear somebody, just a stranger, go by.
That is one of the greatest feelings.
Is it?
It really
you just
is.
hear somebody?
To hear someone doing your song or
another artist?
It really makes you feel very happy. You know, people look at you as usually like look at me as a Stevie Wonder, the singer, or whatever. But when I know that someone has done a song that is special to me, and that they are special all to me, and that you know, you write them at a time when you are usually by yourself, or you have to be in a certain space within yourself where there is no one else but yourself, and it makes me feel good. You know,
and there isn't necessarily a special time of day for Stevie Wonder to be productive.
Never.
It can be any time of day, riding in a car,
place,
doing anything. A lot of people who achieve success like you've achieved, at some time in their life say, I want to some way, somehow give some of it back. And not in terms of giving the money away or things like that. Just giving of yourself back to other people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that kind of a commitment at all?
Well, I'd like to feel that I give it back in
through your
expressing
music,
hopefully how they feel.
Mm-hmm.
For those people that may never get a chance to sing on a mic, and those people, some of which are far talented than I supposedly am. I like to feel that I express what they feel. Maybe the person that cannot write a song or does not write, that I, in fact, put their feelings in form of music and lyric.
You know, because you do so much traveling and you go unannounced to high schools and places where there are kids and say thank you. Because they tell me we have millions of people watching this show. Just take a city like New York, about 1.5 million there alone, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you just look in the camera, just say thank you to them and save you a lot of train fare, man, and plane fare.
I hope that you all know that I'm very thankful, and that, as I say in the song that I'll be loving you always. I do mean that from my heart, and I thank you because you helped to make it very possible.
Oh, God bless you. You're quite a guy. I really enjoyed this.
I can say that to all of you that let me get this thing out here. You are the sunshine of my life. Hey.
That's warmer than the water, what you did right there. It's a little nippy tonight. How about a towel?
Let me give you. So
you got one there for me?
Dry off when you get out.
Oh, great. Huh? Huh? Is that a commercial or is that a commercial? I love it. I wouldn't even wipe myself on that. I'm going to keep that. Let's go in, huh?
Out of sight.
But let me tell you something. Be sure the microphone goes off with the rope, Steve, okay? We don't want to get in there and...
I'll make sure that we won't put the mic.
Are you ready? I'm going downward and it's deep. Oh. Can we sit down? We can sit down over here on the stairs, Stevie. Come on over here. Oh. Oh, is this nice? I'm talking about the feeling. If you haven't tried this, folks, you must try it. You don't have to come to California to do it. We can put one of these in your backyard. Say the magic word. Simple monthly payments, right, Steve? Say the magic word. I want to thank this very talented gentleman for a great experience. Just talking to him and being around him, it rubs off. I mean, it really is something. You feel the vibes from this guy. Thank you, Stevie Wonder. Thank you.